Hi everyone! Today I'm making a video about a Chinrest. So this is a Chinrest on a violin here, and this one is located on the left side of the bottom of the violin. So I'm making this video to show you guys how to remove this Chinrest and actually put a center Chinrest over the tailpiece here. And the reason I'm doing this is because when I played for a long time, when I was classically trained, sorry for the light, it's like kind of cute but kind of odd also. But when I was classically trained, I would have to practice for an hour or so every day, which isn't that much. I probably should have been practicing more, but holding this posture was not great for my neck. I have a really long neck, and I would have a lot of tension in this shoulder here, and I would actually have to lay on my back for like 10 or 15 minutes before every performance just to like chill out my muscles so that this back part wouldn't hurt forever while I was performing. Obviously that's not ideal, and so when I went to college and I had another violin professor, I was telling him about this, and he said, have you tried a center Chinrest? Because sometimes that can actually relieve the stress of the tension. So show you a little bit here, usually having it like this on the side and then just changing it so the violin's here. Actually that tiny bit of difference really saved my shoulder and my muscle back here. And so today I'm going to just show you guys, I bought this middle Chinrest, and we're going to show you how to remove a Chinrest and replace it. This is the left Chinrest here, and then this one is a centerpiece. As you can see, it's just round. It doesn't have this bit that goes over the tailpiece because the whole thing will go over the tailpiece. It does have this little hollowed out section. That's just where the tailpiece will go on top of that. And here's the violin. His name is Joey. And so first, in our little package, we got our middle Chinrest and this little pick with an edge so that we can remove the Chinrest and tighten the new one on the violin. So first we're going to lift the violin like this and see these little ridges here. This is the mechanism that tightens it in place and then also loosens the Chinrest so that we can take it off. So we're going to stick the pin in here and just pull on it, and we're just going to keep doing this for a while until the Chinrest pops right off. This is becoming a little loose. You can see it wiggle. So we're doing the right thing. So you don't want to loosen it too much just because I don't want this to come flying off the violin. So I'm gonna wiggle, see if we're good. It seems like it's good, but it's sticking to the bottom of the violin. So see, it's wiggling on the top, but it won't come off the bottom. So let's flip over to see what's going on here. My assumption is that violin varnish makes it shiny and dark brown. It's probably melted a little bit. So when I lift this, there's probably gonna be like a mark and some varnish coming off. So let's see. Hear the stick. Just slowly take this off. There we go. And now we have our Chinrest off and a little bit of damage just on the varnish. So not really on the wood, but just on the varnish there. So if I really wanted to, I could bring this to a shop and they could paint right over that and like even fix up these black lines and it'd be beautiful, clean it up a little bit, but it doesn't bother me, so that's fine. So now we're gonna attach our middle one here. As you can see, just smacking it on there looks cool. And that's because this groove is here. So we just are sliding it right over the tailpiece. See, no big deal. And of course we just need to tighten it in place and we should be good to go. So looking on this side, there's a cork pad. We have these two screws. It looks exactly the same as the other one. So without pushing our scroll into the floor too much, I'm just gonna hold it in place, make sure it's centered. This looks centered to me. And then I'm just gonna take my pin and tighten this in place. The danger with taking off a tailpiece is that if you loosen it too much, it might just fall off if you're not holding it here and then hit your bridge or something. The danger with putting it on is you don't want to tighten it too much because God forbid if you are super strong, you tighten it You could crack the wood here. Of course, I'm not that strong, so should be fine. I'm just tightening it little by little. See, it's getting a little tight now. So I'm just gonna give it a little wiggle with my thumbs. Nothing's really moving. It's moving a tiny bit, so I'm gonna tighten this side. Probably this one is fine. I can't move it much more. Tighten it until you can't move this too much and you should be good. So that's literally it. Now he's on there, and there he is. See, I'm trying to put my chin here, but there's no chin rest. I didn't realize this would land in the same spot, but covers that little bit up. So doesn't look like there's any damage there. There we go. And that is how you change a chin rest on a violin. There you go. It'll be the same on every size violin. Of course, just get the correct size of chin rest here. So there's our new one. Here's our old one. Oops. Yep. And it would have been right there. Okay. Bye-bye.